My name's Colby. This is Colby's Garage. Yeah, this is my YouTube channel. Pretty much what you're gonna see here is my car life. This is not gonna be like a regular car channel. It's just gonna be my own spin on it. Much respect to anybody else who's done like car vlogs, like Daily Driven Exotics or Stradman or anybody like that. I look up to you guys. You guys are cool, but I want to do it a little bit differently. And I think I got the tools, and I think I got the ideas to maybe do something kind of cool. Little backstory on me with cars. I loved them since I was little. My grandfather had a farm. Started with tractors, turned into trucks, cars, anything with a motor. Loved it, and really loved it my whole life. Car movies, car video games, die-cast cars, Lego with cars, anything. Loved it. It's cool. So, when I was 16, I got my first car. My parents gifted me a 2014 E350 Mercedes, and you know, it really showed me what it's like to have a true car, like a real car. I love that car. That car will always be special to me. Unfortunately, I don't have it anymore. But that car there, it really showed me what it's like to like own a car, and like, you know, you just want to have your car clean. You want to have it just looking good. So you feel like $1 million when your car is clean. It's such a weird feeling that you can never describe to somebody. But you know, I just really grateful that I had that car, and I was really grateful that my parents got that car for me. And I'm just grateful for all the blessings that they gave me through cars. Get into the I call the elephant in the room is my 2019 Corvette Z06 3LZ. Exactly. It's just like I just pause. Like I don't even have like words for it. Like I got it when I was 17 years old. I call it Hulk. I call it Orange Hulk. Got a plate on it, Orange Hulk. You have to respect this car. I don't care what kind of cars you're in. I don't care if you're into Ferraris, Lamborghinis, GTRs, Beamers, Mercedes, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. This car here, you have to respect it, because what Chevy did, I think they brought it out in 2015. They made it obviously until 2019. You know, a supercharged 6.2 liter motor is just pumping out 650 horsepower. It's just truly something like special. And arguably at a reasonable price, right? Like it's an affordable car compared to like a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or something like that. It's affordable, and it was really special to get this at such a young age. But yeah, Hulk is Hulk, and I'm not gonna sit there and say, oh, my car is like the fastest car you ever see, or it's gonna beat this. It's not about that, but you do have to look at it and say, yeah, that's a fast, respectable car. Right beside me is a 2006 Death Trap, as I like to call it. It's a Viper SRT10 roadster. The Viper is one of the legendary cars that you just have to know pretty much. It's a V10, 6-speed, 2-seater, rear-wheel drive, American car that just, you know, may not be the fastest car in the whole world, but it's such a beautiful car. The lines on the car is beautiful. The sound of it is beautiful. It's just a car that I think is a timeless car that you will forever always think and always will respect. To my far right is my 2010 Shelby GT500. You know, as I go on in this channel, you'll know what that car means to me. That car there, I'll never sell it. I'll never get rid of it. It is my by far favorite car. It means to me the most. I'll definitely tell you guys a story on that car when we go through, and like, you know, that car, yeah, that's just amazing. So to get into the cars, I'll go back to the Corvette. Sebring Orange, the 1 year they made it, and the C7. I thought that was the coolest color that really I've seen on a car in a long time, so I said, let's get that. Modified wise, it's got a full Corsa Extreme Plus exhaust, Um, Currently, obviously it doesn't have a supercharger in it, but it did have a Lingenfelter stage 1 or stage 2. I don't know really what you want to call it. Some people say it 1 or 2 pulley kit. It had an upper pulley kit, pulley, lower pulley, and an air filter. So I actually got that done with the exhaust. Took it to a dyno place here in Ottawa called International Dyno, and they dynoed it, and it was the hottest day of summer, and it hit 645 rear wheel. And I'm telling you this, it's one of the coolest things to see your car dynoed. Like, see your car at maximum RPM, maximum, like, it was such an amazing thing. And this thing here, and I'm assuming because of the exhaust, the thing's brutally loud. Like, people ask me, what else do you do? I say, just an exhaust. The thing is just brutally loud. And just to see this thing in action was just amazing. So I wanted a little bit more power, so I decided a few weeks ago to get the supercharger taken out and sent to Kong. So this is on its way to Kong. I took it all apart. If anybody's ever wondering and take these things, it's not that hard. You know, you just take your time, look some stuff up. Luckily, I have a few good car friends, so they've definitely helped me out. So this is the inside of an LT4, which is definitely kind of cool. You don't see that every day. I got pretty much everything taken off besides the pulley. I just haven't took it off yet. What else is done to the car? Got a air intake for it for Christmas. It is a Corsa, which I do respect what Corsa does. I like their products. So this is their air intake they make. They're claiming 44 horsepower. If it makes that, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. At least you try. I really like it. It's carbon fiber. I don't know the actual dimensions of it. I've never measured it. I'm assuming it's at least a 3. Maybe it's like a 4. I don't know. But it's definitely going to really help my blower. And the port and that are going to work together to definitely do something good. These showed up in the mail yesterday. Hooker headers. I decided to go with shorties because I wanted to keep my cats. And I was nervous, you know, like if I did long tube headers, I was like, I should take cats off. And where I live, you need your cats. Because if you get caught with your cats on, you're in trouble. And I didn't want to get into that. The car is plenty loud enough. I think it sounds really cool. I was a little nervous too to take my cats off because I was nervous if I take the cats off, maybe would it sound not as cool? I know it seems really silly, but you know, I was definitely nervous about that. So I just said, keep the cats. Let's put shorty headers on it to help the flow. You know, we're sucking in air through the air intake, the port, and then my flow is going to be a lot better out of those headers. So that's pretty much it. Oh, and I got a K-Tech, which is really cool. I don't know if you're not a Corvette fan, K-Tech is like the best place to buy Corvette parts. So it's pretty cool to have a throttle body for it. I got the deal with this. The guy said, "Oh, you want one?" I got one laying around. I said, "Sure." So got that. My wonderful girlfriend got me a carbon steering wheel for Christmas. So that was definitely a really cool thing. I always wanted one of those. You know, she got me with the shift lights and everything. So I'm gonna keep that for later so you guys can see that because a lot of people really enjoy looking at that. So yeah, that's Hulk. Yeah, the Viper, done nothing to it. I haven't done an oil change to it. I really gotta get an oil change done on that. But yeah, got the car from Bedford Mines, which if you don't know where it is, I think it's like 8 hours away, like 8 from Ottawa. So that was a good drive. Went down there with a trailer, picked it up. Yeah, it had this really weird exhaust thing, I want to call it. So what it did was, obviously it came off the manifolds through the side and it crossed and back out. And this car, like, I'm driving it and it's loud. Like, it's loud. It's a Viper. It's loud enough. It's not like your regular car, but I just found that, you know, it could be so much louder. So pulled off the side panel, and I ended up chopping the muffler off. Left the 2 cats. A lot of people say, well, why didn't you take off a cat? Again, didn't want to get into that. So I left the cats, took the muffler off, and yeah, and my godfather made me a custom exhaust, and it came all the way out. It's just like a straight pipe, and the car is 10 times louder. Like, the car really does sound perfect now. I think it's just a perfect, not too like brutally loud. It sounds stupid, like just piece of crap. But now it sounds, it's not too quiet. It's like that perfect. It's a really cool, and you know, it's from 2006, and what they were doing back then too. It's like Chevy. They put a V10 in a car, making 500 horsepower in 2006. You know, if you compare that to today's standards, a C8 Stingray is at 490. So, you know, 500 horsepower, that's pretty cool. It's just a really cool driver. You know, you just drive it, go for a drive. It's a roadster, so it's definitely, you know, you get that little bit extra room in it. So, yeah, that car is really, really cool. Will I do anything to it? I said no to this one. I ended up doing stuff to it. This one, I don't think I will. I think I'll just keep it as a Viper. I think I maybe put like a set of headers on it, maybe down the road, but nothing in the near future. No plans for that. Just maybe wrap it and maybe a little bit of aero on it, and that's it. Nothing more than that. Behind me to my back right is, to me, the coolest car I could ever get. Is my 2010 Shelby GT500. As I go through and tell you guys more stories and more, you know, we go through the cars, I'll definitely tell you guys why the car means so much to me. But that car holds such a special like place in my heart. Like that, out of all these cars, that's my favorite car. 100%. 100% is it's just, yeah. And then that one there, I've never seen one like it. Is the other thing too. I've never seen another GT500 quite like that. You know, like it's something special. So. Modified wise, it has nothing done to it, technically, nothing, which is really cool. But it comes with 800 horsepower, and the stock one came with 520, 540. I'm not sure. I don't know. Somebody will correct me, and that's fine. The car is from Shelby with 800 horsepower. Yeah, it's super sick. It comes with a Whipple. I don't know like if it was like a 2-liter Whipple or a big Whipple. I never really looked on it. It's a Whipple. Cook's headers, JLT air intake. They went with a MagnaFlow exhaust, which I can't say I'm a huge fan of MagnaFlow. I've never really said, oh, I'm going to put a MagnaFlow, but yeah, it came with MagnaFlow exhaust. SVT tuned it. If you're a Mustang fan, it has the pony pack interior, so it looks like the 1967 Mustang interior. They took the front grille out, and they put carbon fiber. It's a carbon fiber like front end, let's call it, and rear. So that's pretty cool. And pretty much the biggest thing too is the color. I've never seen one like color. I've seen white ones, yeah. But to have the ghost, they're called ghost stripes. They're silver stripes, silver gray stripes. It's definitely, like, I've been told by Shelby people, like, that's a big deal to have that color scheme. Not very many of them were made like that, so I'm pretty lucky to have a car in that color scheme, or just a Shelby in general, or just to have a Shelby like that. So I'm pretty grateful for that car. That's the cars up here. We have some other cars in another spot, but I'm going to save those for the summer because that's not a heated garage. This is the heated one. And yeah, I just really want to showcase what the car lifestyle is like, and what it's like to be a car person. And, you know, if anybody's watching this thinking about doing the same thing as me, doing a YouTube thing, go ahead, try it. You know, much like, you know, praise to you, because this here takes a lot of confidence to do. It takes a lot of time, you know, and I've wanted to do it for like 3 years and just never gained enough like courage to do it. And just today, I literally just woke up and I said, "Hey, like, I want to do this. I want to do a YouTube thing." So we'll see how it goes. And I just want to say thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next one.